So we have seen that in US change problem, we will get the minimum amount of coins by the cashier. But the problem is, what if this algorithm is used in some other countries where there are more than 4 coins? Because we know in United States there are only 4 coins: quarter, dime, nickel and penny. But for example, in European Union there is another coin of 20 cents. So total number of coins are 5. So in other different countries, the number of coins vary variably. Maybe in some countries, the number of coins may be more than 10. So this algorithm cannot be used in other countries to get the change from the market. So for this purpose, we have to modify this problem and algorithm in such a way that this could be applicable in number of countries. For this purpose, we have to modify this problem and similarly the algorithm so that it can be used in other countries. So for this purpose, we will use this better change algorithm. So in this case, we will convert some amount of money M into given denominations by using the smallest possible number of coins. Again, because it's algorithm and we have two values, input and output. So input will be the amount of money M that will be returned by the cashier, and we will use an array of D. D means denominations, and it will be an array of C1, C2, CD. So these C's represent basically the number of coins. So in United States, the number of coins will 4. C1 will be quarter, C2 will be dime. If we add C3, it will be penny, and CD means the last coin number. Penny, it will be C4. So CD means here that it could be any number. So in European Union, it could be 5, C4, and then we will add C5. So it is also in the decreasing order, means that C1 will be greater than C2, C2 will be greater than C3, and it will go up to the minimum penny. So in this case, C1 is quarter, C2 is dime, C3 is nickel, and then if we convert this CD to C4, it will be penny. So the output of this algorithm will be a list of D integers, and it is represented by I1, I2 to ID. So in this case, the I value will be the number of coins. So what we will get is C1 I1, C2 I2. So it is represented, C1 I1 means that C1 is name of the coin, that is quarter, and I is the number of coins. What is I1? We remember that I1 is the number of coins, and in this case is the quarters. And when we solve this problem in the last slide, we remember that we got 3 quarters. Then we will plus the value of C2 I2, and here C2 is dime, and we remember that we didn't get any coin of dime. Then we will add C3 and I3, again the number of coins, and C3 is nickel, and we got no coin. Then we will add CDID, means the least coin, that is penny in case of United States, and we remember that C4 is penny and we got 2 pennies. Sorry, we have to write 2. So if we'll add it up, 3 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2, and we will get 5 coins in the total. So if we see in the later part of this algorithm, that is I1 plus I2 plus ID. So that is again the same, the number of coins, and we know that I1, if in the case is quarter, is 3 coins, I2 dime, no coin, I3 nickel, no coin, and if it's ID considered as penny, then 2 coins, and in total we will got 5 coins. So we will see this better change algorithm, and we will here know that M is the total number of change we will get from the cashier, C is the coins, and D is the denominators. So we will see the first step will be we will assign the value of M to R means remainder. So we will start the loop here, and here we have designated the value of K to 1 to D. So here again 1 to D is the number of coins. 1 is quarter, 2 is dime, 3 is nickel, and 4 is penny. So we can write in the algorithm form as 1 to D. So next step will be the value of the number of coins means IK, and we will assign the number is R divided by CK. And the fourth step will be we will reassign the value of R, and it will be R minus CK multiplied by IK. And we will return the value as number of coins, and that will be the small number of coins.